Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name is Kier Maxey, and today we have the first game from the first round of the Cambridge Store Championship. So on the left we have Ollie playing Valencia, and on the right we have Joe playing Sync. So it's not entirely clear at this stage what decks these guys are running. Okay, we now know that Joe is playing Breaking News. Indeed has one in hand. But yeah, so there's a couple of options for both these decks. Valencia could be sort of, regular, like sort of Temujin Valencia, or it could be Siphon Valencia using like En Passant and things like that. There's a couple other options, but I think those are the main two at the moment. Sync, it could be Benny's Sync deck, Fiery Info, which will aim to be booming Ollie, or it could indeed, I've seen some fast advanced variants just running like Biotics and things like that. So, it's not clear at this time what this matchup will look like. I can see a rebirth in Ollie's hand there though, and I can imagine that being used to turn into Kim fairly soon, because usually these sync decks like a lot of operations. So that was a very good inject for Ollie there. We saw a spooned and we saw two blackmails. I think we saw something else, but I forgot. So it's now clear that Ollie is on some sort of, he has cutlery in his deck, which could imply that he's just on sort of like classic Dumbles, or it could indeed be Siphon, because I know that deck runs cutlery. But I do know that Ollie is a fan of sort of the Dumble Fork decks, so he could well just be playing that. Of course, now he has he also has two blackmails in hand now, so Joe's gonna. He's going to think twice about creating a remote server, especially now there's this whole thing there. So Ollie has blackmails for days. There's basically no point in Joe trying to squat a remote server at the moment. But there is a blackmail. So, I'm scoring a breaking news. See, that implies to me that it could well be Fiery Info, because that deck generally includes 24/7s, so it could, like I said, so you just score the breaking news out of hand, and then if you want to land the tags, just 24/7 into exchange or closed accounts, or even just boom. So I got Dirty Laundry on R&D, didn't see what card it was, but it wasn't something stealable or trashable by the looks of it. So Ollie still needs to come set up a board here. No breakers as of yet. I do wonder if he just rebirths at this point, because I can't really imagine. I kind of can't imagine a sync deck where you don't want to rebirth into Kim against them, because they almost always are running operations and stuff like that, and there's not usually a lot of things you want to be wizard for. I guess maybe if you're aiming for a big medium dig, you want to rebirth into Omar later, but if you've got rebirth in your opening hand, you sort of might as well go for the ID that will give you the most sort of early game. Omar's a very good target if you're going for the late game. Oh, sorry, if you draw rebirth in the late game. So it looks like that was a sweeps week there. So Joe has a lot of money, which is very good for him, especially if like Ollie's on Siphon, it will give him a nice cushion. Oh, so going straight into hard-hitting news there. So this is not great for Ollie. Oh, but Ollie's been quite canny here. He installed a liberated last click, doing something which Alex White very nicely called offshoring, or as Don calls it, Panama money. So that does mean that if Joe plays a closed accounts, then that's not going to stop that. Unfortunately, because that was a hard-hitting news and not just like a breaking news score, it does mean that Joe will probably just go and trash that, especially if he just, flips his ID. But also, we are getting rebirth into Kim here. I think that's a very good call. Yeah, just Blackmail HQ. It does look like Ollie's going tag me here. He doesn't really have many better options at this point, I don't think. Oh, well, okay, so I think I have a feeling, I'm now pretty certain that this is Ben's sink, because there's a boom just gone. Man, Ollie really dodging a bullet there. If he hadn't sniped that out of hand, he'd be dead next turn, just flat out. So very well played by Ollie there. So the question is, will he be clearing the Liberated? The only downside with Boom, well, there's more of a downside with Kim really, is that if you access Boom first click, if Boom is the first operation you access each turn, you have to trash it with the Kim ability, so you're sort of wasting the Kim trigger a little bit. Which is unfortunate, but you know, you're still getting it in the bin. It's like there's a running HQ hitting a turnpike. Seems perfectly fair. Ollie's definitely going tag me at this point. See there, it would have been really great for Ollie if he accessed those the other way around. Oh, and that's game! Archive memories, Boom! Well, that's, you know, that can happen sometimes. Unfortunately, I don't think Ollie particularly misplayed anything there. I think the like he possibly could have just tried to make sure he was high enough on money earlier so that he couldn't get hard hitting used, but that's quite a hard thing to do, and you end up just not being very aggressive at all. So yeah, I mean that's the thing with these Boom decks. Sometimes you can just sort of pull a win out your arse. Not to discredit Joe's ability here. But yeah, that was absolutely brutal. So yeah, very well played by both players, and we're going to move on to game 2 presently. So until next time, my name's Kim. This has been Random Packet Loss, and thank you very much for watching.